Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram. And it's Maldini. Vieira. That's good running with the ball. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Lampard. Now it's Mbappe. Rummenigge. Inter Milan are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Lampard. Zico. Played for Lampard. That has been cut short. Mbappe. And it's Rodri. Hakimi. Rodri. That's a cute ball. Rodri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position. That's tidy. Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Pass somewhat off target. Thuram.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And it's Vieira. And here's Cruyff. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nice-looking ball. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zico. Vieira. Lampard. Thuram. Gently done. Zico. Now he's got space here. Thuram cuts out the pass, and it's Bellingham. Chelsea trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is...
He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nagatomo, great vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh no, what has happened here? And he won. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chelsea with the corner, they're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Played with finesse. He gets big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hakimi. Makaleli. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
Oh, that's clever. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hakimi. Lampard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Makaleli. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Maldini. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick reminder today, everybody,
would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's a good shoot! And he hits the net! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Zico. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well-timed, excellent interception. Zico. Inter Milan finding their passes.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Lampard. Big chance! Looking for the run. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to try.
Oh, crossbar! That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
Rummenigge under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Vieira. And it's Zico. Zico. Good driving run.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rodri does well to get it back. He can run onto that. That is good alertness. Maldini. Zico. Spread it left. And he's quick to get it clear again. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
That is ended up in no man's land. Lampard. Rummenigge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field.
It's an Inter free kick.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Number 14.
Tries to pass it through.
Number 55.
He's in a great position here. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Number 20.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Number 11. Bale. Number 15. Palmer. Number 5.
Looking for a runner.
Substitution.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Palmer. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he get it through? Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Now it's Hullet. Very nicely done. Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Rodri. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Maldini goes on a charge down the left. Cruyff. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Thuram gets it away. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Maldini. Played out wide. Lahm wins the duel this time.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable
3
here.
minutes added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Oh, super ball. Oh, robust challenge. And they can counter here. Palmer. That's been cut out, well played. And he's hit it long. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And now I'd just like to read
So
out
what do you
our
take
fan
away from it all,
members
Jim?
who are
Well,
celebrating
there's
their
no shortage of
birthdays
effort
today.
and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent. the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented. In he goes again! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him. Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game, Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
It's hit the uprights. Nedved. Zico.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nagatomo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zico. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he cuts out the supply. And the through ball. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Oh, super ball! Shifted it to the flank. Bellingham plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cruyff.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shot could go for a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Messi. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's worked it through. Nedved, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Inter Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nedved. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Maldini gets a foot in here. And it's Nesta. Maldini. Over to the other side. To Lahm. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Looking to play him in. Nedved! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Mbappe. Nesta. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Maldini. Nesta. Vieira. And it's Messi. And it's Zico. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Lam. That's Vieira. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space out wide. Oh, that was vital. Zico. Passing nice and neat. And the counter is on. And it's Lam. Cristiano Ronaldo shoots! He scored! And right on half-time, that is telling. Just. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back on the way. Lam. And it's Lam. Well, they've got it again. Zico. Some good persistent defending here. For Lam. Turns back here, probably the best option. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. He's looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. Nagatomo looking to go deep. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vieira. 60 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. And it's Maldini. Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking.
Messi! That's a half-decent try. Aimed beyond. Real chance! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what has happened here? Cruyff. Opts for safety. Vieira. Thuram. Nedved. And here's Zico. Driving. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting...
Oh, he's been caught. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. And they are right back within touch. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chelsea give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that was never going to make it. Nice looking ball. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Vieira. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Lahm. Oh, they could break here. That has not gone well. Now it's Cruyff. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Nagatomo. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Danger averted for now. Makaleli. Pele. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. No, he's just misjudged that one. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Makaleli. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Bellingham. And it's been played through. And he's straight offside. Nesta.
And
it's
Maldini.
Maldini.
Indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pele. Inter Milan finding their passes. And that will be it. Inter Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them...
Shot a goal! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zico, now Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Mateus. Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Zico. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus. And that pass just didn't quite work. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi. Mateus. He's had it taken off him. Makalele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Hakimi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vieira. Mateus. Rummenigge. Nagatomo calmly anticipates. And it's Lahm. That has not gone well. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's come loose. That's gone for a throw-in. Mateus, given the lift of his goal. Well, that looks a decent ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Some resolute defending there. Zico. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bellingham. Zico. Knocks it into space. Lahm. And it's Messi. Mateus. 15 minutes till half-time. Well read, nice interception. Vieira. Cruyff. And it's Vieira. And that's gone loose. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Inter Milan finding their passes. Chelsea look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Nesta.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
PK. That's Maldini. Great vision. Rummenigge! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham, good strong midfield running here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Short changes him with that pass. Zico. Mateus. And it's Maldini.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now he's got space here. Now somewhat off target. Vieira. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Zico. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice-looking ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Maldini. Vieira. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hakimi. Played back in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Nesta. Not the most convincing of passes. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and...
Tries a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He is just caressing the ball. Crossed into the middle. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. That's a terrible pass. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Maldini. It's a throw-in. Rummenigge being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Zico. He won't be happy with that one. Nagatomo. And Hakimi. Thuram. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Nagatomo.
Such good technique.
Messi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Khoi Kho. Now it's Bellingham. Strokes it back. And shifted it to the flank. Nagatomo picks it up out wide. No foul, says the referee. Nagatomo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, important interception. Mateus. Rummenigge. And it's Zico. Zico. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Searching pass he's played there. That's the keeper's ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lahm. Distributed tidily. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. Khoi Kho. Makaleli. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Mateus. Now it's Zico. Now it's come to nothing. Looking for options for movement. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Zico. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nagatomo. Khoi Kho in with the challenge. Well, that is good. Super running. He's having a go. Hakimi could try cutting inside here. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Mateus, and it's Cruyff. No luck with that dink over the top, and they've got rid.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Nicely shaped ball. That has found him in acres of space. There's the header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Passing nice and neat. And he can clear it away.
Everything here will gravitate towards Jan Koller. He's not the fastest or the most sophisticated, but he holds up play so strongly.
And if you've got him in the side, you're going to play to him.
Very much so. His height just dictates his game.
Nagatomo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Lam. Lam charging forward down that flank.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Messi. Vieira. And it's Messi. That's Nedved. Looking for the run. Messi. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Cruyff. Plays the ball back. Makaleli. Messi. Rummenigge. And it's made its way to him. And that is expertly dealt with.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bellingham. Bellingham. Forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Nagatomo. Nagatomo just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zico. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely shaped ball. Messi. Nedved. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, sweet feet. Vieira. Ronaldo takes control of it and he's on the move. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cruyff. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini calmly anticipates. Inter Milan finding their passes. Rummenigge. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Plays the return pass. Vieira. And it's Zico. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Aimed in towards the centre. Defending of the desperate variety. Zico. And it's Cruyff. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he shoots! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Thuram. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! Lam. Cross goes in there.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Thuram. For Lam. Zico. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Nedved. And here's the chance to counter. Lam. Tries to play it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a sharp pass. Rummenigge. Messi has it in a wide position. Inter Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. Showing good feet. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's clever. Still just a single goal between the sides. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to pass it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It's a searching pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he was alert to it. Cruyff. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely spread. He slings it in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Nesta. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 22, Ronaldinho.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Nagatomo. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field, number 8.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
17.
It's a nicely shaped ball. It's Drogba!
Number 7, Hakimi. Number 11, Bale. Substitution in progress.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. That is a brilliant interception. And that has not gone well. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Cruyff. Inter Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Makaleli. And it's Lahm. And it's Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? And for a moment, time stood still. Mateus, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Pelé. He can run onto that, and he was quick to react.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That looks a good ball through. It's Pelé! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in chop. And that is as far as it goes. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the monitor.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise
United
is fervent,
States
the atmosphere
against India.
frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. And it's Zico. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philip Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's there to retrieve it. Szoboszlai. Zico. And it's Cruyff. Olise. And it's Rodri. Rodri. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Mateus. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. He's played it back. Quality ball. Now it's Messi.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nesta. Pass somewhat off target. The United States look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The United States with the corner. They're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge. Rodri. Olise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's played forward. Valverde has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Mateus. Played out towards the right wing. Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply. Oh, they could be caught out here. Ball's gone out of play. Mateus. That's Vieira. Messi. Mateus gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Cruyff. Vieira. And Mateus. And it's Vieira. Vieira has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Valverde clears.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mateus! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Modric. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a shade optimistic. Lam. Nesta. Knocks it into space. Zico. Mateus. Cruyff. Cruyff goes steaming forward. But this is Zico. Szoboszlai. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. A probing pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Zico. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Olise. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Inter clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them...
Header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Mateus. Vieira. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Vieira. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to play it through. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Gabriel. Mateus. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. He is through here. That is good alertness. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely, now then. And the shot! They've done it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Oh, smashing header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Rummenigge, he's got away. Shot, surely! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Rummenigge clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And it's been taken short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! The United States have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rodri. Valverde. The United States finding their passes. That's a delicate pass. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact. Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Just about up to 75 minutes. Played into space.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mateus. Now it's Messi. Great vision. That's been slipped through. Oh, look at shapes to shoot!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. Zico. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has not gone well. Inter Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Olise. And it's Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He is just caressing the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now he's got space here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Valverde. Rodri.
There will be 1 minute
And
at
here's
a time.
Valverde. No way through, so back it comes. Cruyff. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.